Hi everyone, and welcome to Mara Knits. I'm Mara, and the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to explain why there was no video last week. Well, actually I'm going to give you the short version. The short version is I was ill. I don't know if you saw the last video that I put out, which was recorded 2 weeks ago. I said I'd had a really rough week, and part of that was for medical reasons. I'd had an allergic reaction, etc. And I was still suffering the consequences, so I was tired. Well, I recorded that on the Sunday, put it out on the Sunday evening, and then on the Monday things went right downhill. I'm not going to go into all the details because, well, firstly, you know, it's personal medical information, so there's not a lot of point. It's slightly irrelevant to people. And also I think there's some things are your personal private story, and blasting them all over the internet is not the right thing to do. So all I'm going to say is things went downhill on the Monday, and I was basically incapacitated for just over a week. And when I say I was incapacitated, I mean I could not function. As a result, I was in no fit state to record a video last weekend. Sorry. So, in retrospect, I perhaps should have put something on the blog or something on the Facebook page saying no video this week, but I wasn't even functioning enough to do that. But hopefully, fingers crossed, like as in cross your fingers, I'm on the mend, I'm okay, I'm now functioning. This is the first time I've been anywhere since then, and my husband's brought us through to Newcastle. So this is one of our local cities. We live not too far from here, and my husband is a Geordie. He's from Newcastle, and he loves coming here. He'll come here every weekend if I let him. Now, I have nothing against Newcastle. It's a fantastic city and I love it here, but I do like visiting other places as well. But he wanted to come today, and he's been an absolute rock the last couple of weeks, so there it is. And he's off doing his thing now, and I said I'll sit down here and record a little video for you guys. So, what am I going to waffle on about today, apart from that? Shampoo bars. Now, I have long hair. This is actually short for me. It's been much longer in the past, and as a result I go through a lot of shampoo and conditioner, and that's an area that I want to look at improving my... Hello! Do you want to say hi? Hi! Is this a YouTube video? Yeah, it will be. Yay! Hi! Yay. Hi! Hi! Right, what was I talking about? I've forgotten. Shampoo bars. Right, so yeah, shampoo bars. Now, I go through a lot of shampoo because I've got long hair, and this is an area that I feel it should be reasonable and easy for me to improve my ecological impact, as in reduce my ecological impact. So I've been looking very much into shampoo bars. I'm getting nowhere fast. So there's a good selection online, but I don't want to go the online route, partially because I like, wherever I can, supporting bricks and mortar stores, and partially because my husband can react to certain smells. So if you're in a part of the world where there are Lush stores, right, and you'll know what I'm talking about, but if you're not, briefly, there's a high street chain called Lush, and they do handmade cosmetics. Well, they bill it as handmade. I've no idea how handmade it actually is. Cosmetics and toiletries and stuff like that, and you can smell their shops half a block away. I've been told that they actually pump the smell into the shops on purpose as a branding thing. I don't know if that's true. What I can tell you is I can go in for a few minutes before my nose starts twitching, and my husband, he will cross the road to avoid them because the scents are so strong they will actually set off a migraine. And I've got some Lush deodorant bar block stuff at the moment, which he's coping with, but it was touch and go to start with because the packaging was so scented. Anyway, so that's normally where I would go for this sort of stuff. They seem to be the place in the UK, bricks and mortar wise. But I'm really concerned that their stuff is going to be too scented. So I've been looking for alternatives, and what I really want is a bricks and mortar shop where I can take him in, he can have a whiff and decide whether or not that's something that he could cope with, the scent being on my hair. And I'm getting nowhere fast. Now, the Superdrug has been advertising that they're now doing one, but I went into my local Superdrug and they said, oh no, we're just a small store, you need to go to a bigger one like the one in Newcastle. So I've been to the one in Newcastle this morning. So I spoke to one of the sales assistants. She was called Nicole. She was absolutely lovely. She was really, really nice and friendly. And she explained to me that yes, it's on the online store. Yes, I can order it online and have it delivered to the shop for collection, so I don't pay for postage. And no, she's not aware of any plans for it to go into any of the bricks and mortar stores. So I'm not going to be able to take him in and get him to sniff. Which is a shame, a real shame. So I'm going to have a look around a little bit more when I finish doing this, see if I can find anywhere. But apart from Lush, even in a major city like Newcastle, it's looking pretty difficult. There's a couple of small independent places that I think might do something, which I'm going to go and see if I can check out. But I just walk into these shops now and all I see is rows and rows of plastic. And it's quite upsetting, really. Right, knitting wise, because of being ill, absolutely diddly squats happened. I think I've managed maybe 7 or 8 rounds on a sock. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of knitting for me over 2 weeks. So I've not got any knitting to show you, which is a shame. I've had maybe 2.5, 3 days when I've been with it enough to do something like knitting, and that's had to be taken up with work. I'm actually self-employed, so I'm self-employed as an artist, and I have a show coming up. I've actually got 2 shows. I've got a show and an exhibition, and I need to produce the stuff for that. I need to be sorting all that stuff out. So when I have been feeling okay, that's what I've been doing. No knitting. Honestly, most of the time just being online was too much for me. But there we go. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to the camera now. I'm going to get up, I'm going to pick my cardigan up, which I'm sitting on because the ground's still quite damp because it has rained so much this week here in the UK. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to go find my husband, see how he's getting on, and then see if I can find anywhere else that does the shampoo bars. Right, so I've been to Lush and they've got a huge selection, but everything was so overpowering scent-wise, I really couldn't evaluate them. I couldn't tell what was stinking, what wasn't stinking, whether or not they would set his nibs off with the headaches or not, I don't know, so I haven't bought from Lush. I've also tried Holland & Barrett, who do one. Interestingly, less than half the price of Lush, but they're out of stock. And I've also tried the Body Shop and I can't get one there either. So you know, for all these companies that are now jumping up and down and saying, you know, oh, we're doing our bit for the environment, it's surprisingly hard just to get a shampoo bar, even in a major city like Newcastle. So I'm going to sign off now. I should be back next week, health permitting, and I really want to talk knitting next time. So all the usual things. Let me know what you think below. Have you got a solution for me below to do with my hair? Put it in the comments below. My husband sat there and he's just looked at me when I said that. I think he's thinking about something different to what I was talking about.
No, it's just your hair.
You give me a hell of a look. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below, click like, subscribe, click on the bell, etc., all those things, and I will see you guys next week.